Enough love viewers and subscribers once again back on the acre. Heart of love, one God. Don't know, give thanks. Rise me up this morning. Life is the ultimate. Yeah. Well, today we'll be featuring some sweet pepper, otherwise known as bell peppers. As you can see in the video right here, I have some suckers. I need to get them down in the ground.
So what Daddy is doing right here is that he just put some manure into the soil and just mixing it around so that it's evenly distributed, and he's just digging small holes to put the sweet peppers into. And as you guys are seeing right now, they had sown the sweet peppers into smaller pots, and then they transferred them over into the fridge. We did a video on using old appliances. I'm gonna link it here. Using old appliances, to just build your own little garden in the backyard. There's not a lot of soil, so we had to be creative and build, raised beds with ready-made old appliances. So in the last video we talked about raised beds, and I told you guys, this is one of the methods that we use a lot in our backyard, and here you're seeing it. So he's just transplanting over all of the peppers into the fridge. This is another batch of sweet peppers that they're transplanting over into the fridge. So it's just like the same one, another fridge in the backyard, So you're gonna see the fridge come up in a minute, but this is how we utilize the space that we have. A lot of the times, guys, you might, sow your seeds and you plant them in the fridge and none of them come. So this makes it easier, to see what you actually have to plant when you just sow them in a smaller pot and wait until they're big enough to transplant.
Yeah, I really love farming. I like to do this. Yeah, I really like to do this. As you can see in this fridge, I have some volunteer peppers just pop up from out of nowhere. I don't know if they are Scotch bonnet, but I know they are hot peppers. Give thanks for them same way. Well, as they grow, maybe we have a chance to plant some of them, because pepper tree grow big sometime. So we will have to transplant some of them. Yeah, I'm just full joy in this moment. Yeah, as I can see, the pepper them beautiful. Can't wait to see how they manifest,
So it's the same process as the first fridge. You go in, you mix up your manure, evenly distribute it, so that your soil is nutritious and it creates that perfect environment for these newly planted sweet peppers. You don't want your peppers to go into shock and die when you transplant them over. You're gonna see that they go in and water the plants too. That's also important, because what's the sense of transplanting, your crops into dry soil? As you can see, it's a sunny day, so you want them to feel refreshed, you know, when you transplant over everything. Guys, can you just look at this beauty? Like, can you feel the warmth? It's just, it just looks so warm and inviting. You know, this is a pear tree. Yes, pear tree. I know a lot of people, their pear tree blossoms, at the end of the year. Our pear tree kind of just decides whenever it wants to blossom, which is kind of a good thing. It blossoms at the end of the typical pear season. So when all the pears are done, we still have pear, which is just wonderful. So here's our pear tree, and it is blossoming. As you can see, there's a lot of blossoms on this pear tree. So we're gonna have a lot of pears, guys. Growing up, the pear tree in the backyard would get so full that it was almost like a hazard to go into the backyard, because limbs of pears would just fall down. Like, you didn't even have to say, "What's that?" Anytime you hear a loud crash, everyone would just say, "Oh, it's just another limb of the pear tree falling down." But just beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. You have made it to the end of another video, and I just want to say, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so that you're notified every time we post a video. And thank you for being here. Leave a comment, let us know if you guys like the video, what you want to see. And until next time, we post every Wednesday, and I'll see you guys same place next week.